many. I'm here because of childhood when I would come with my family on vacation. My name's Karen, and I would enjoy looking up at the old man to say we're here, we've made it to the notch, and we're on our way north. It was a great landmark, the old man of the mountain, but now today it has a lot of gladness here for me because both for my family we have a paver, and for Pollyanna of Littleton, New Hampshire, we have a paver. And with these 21st century reminders of the heritage and the old man and just everything it stands for in gladness and fortitude and perseverance, I'm delighted to be here on a gorgeous North Country day.
I can remember coming up here as a small child, and my dad was one of the last people, he passed away in '08, alive, that actually rode a train in to see the old man of the mountain when he was a child. Came out of Bethlehem, narrow gauge, of course that's no longer. He and my granddad were 98 years on the Boston and Maine, so that really meant something. And David, do you want to say something?
Well, another story as a child. I can remember coming up through here on the old Route 3 in a Model T with a rumble seat. Sitting in that rumble seat thrilled me to death. With my cousins and my sister and brother. We'd come up a hill and we'd all yell, "Shift!" And my uncle would into second gear.
Well, I grew up in Littleton and have never lived in any other state, but this is really a favorite place to be.
Hello, I'm Bruce Locke. I live in North Conway, New Hampshire, and in Methuen, Mass. And I've been an avid collector of the Old Man of the Mountain since 2001. I have over a 3,000 piece collection, and I have a paver down here that has my name on it. My wife got for our anniversary, and we've been married 2 years in October. And this is a very special place in my heart for this place, and when I can find other pieces that I don't have, I make sure I add it to my collection, and it's more fun looking than just people giving it to me. And what a beautiful day we have here, and I'm so glad the memorial's being done on the 10th anniversary of the Old Man of the Mountain.
My name is Guy Harriman. I was born in Franconia, Easton, actually in Franconia, and I lived for many years in the little house next to what is now the Horse and Hound Inn. My dad, Guy Harriman Sr., worked for the state. He was down at the Flume a lot, but he also worked at Cannon for many years. My brother and I used to walk up here after he got through work, and he would fly fish here in the lake many, many times. The old man was certainly missed by me and all my family. He'll never be forgotten, and like the gentleman that just spoke before us, it's a wonderful way to memorialize the old man and all the wonderful things that he brought to us in our lives.
So 10 years ago, we went down to Virginia for a homeschool trip. It's my badge. Things have changed since then. And we were in our pop-up having cereal, and we heard on the radio from the local news people that an old man in New Hampshire fell, and they didn't know where New Hampshire was, and so we were like, what's going on? So we ended up calling back and finding out that the old man had fallen during the night, so we weren't even here when it happened. So, but we just wanted to, we heard about it last month that they were going to have this event today, and we definitely wanted to be here to kind of be a part of history, so.
Hi, my name's Phil Hubbard. I'm what you call an artist. I'm here today for the 10th anniversary of the Old Man of the Mountain. You know, he fell down 10 years ago, and, well, people say that he's fallen down. I always claim that he's still up there. You know, this is his home, and you got to respect that and treat that like that. This pendant I made, took me 4.5 months to make this. It's made out of his granite. Took granite and made it into his profile. It's 250 hours worth of work, and no, just hopefully, you know, I'll share it with people. Need shadow? Want me to switch? Yep.
Here with my good friend Brad, paying homage to the Old Man of the Mountain. He was the jewel of Franconia Notch, I think. It's a very unique place, but he made it. It's very strange without him. Still can't believe it's been 10 years. But without the efforts of Geeds and the Nielsen family, I probably would never have known him. So it's a privilege to be here, unfortunately, on a day like today, but I have a lot of good memories.
Okay, I'm here for the 10th anniversary of the falling of the old man. I was coming up here since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. And we finally moved up here about 6 years ago from the Boston area. And I love this place. I miss the old man a lot.
The Flume opened today, so we made a stop at the Flume and went up to see the Flume itself, which does not, the boards aren't in there, so we had to just view it from the bottom and then go around and view it from the top. And then it's such a beautiful day, and the old man is a symbol we've looked at all our years. And I've done a lot of hiking around here, and this is sort of home sweet home for sure. So we're happy to be here today. Thank you.
I'm PETER from Wolfboro Community Television in Wolfboro, New Hampshire, channels 24, 25, and 26 on Metrocast Television. And we're up here to film this event. Actually, you don't film it anymore, you put it on a card. And give it to the New Hampshire Alliance for Community Media so it can be seen throughout New Hampshire. And I'm appreciative of Littleton being here and putting us on their program. That's terrific. Thanks so much.
I'm Kelly Monahan, the Register of Deeds for Grafton County, here on this beautiful day to honor our old man.
My name's Ralph Geddes. I'm a direct descendant of Edward Geddes, who did the first restoration and the installing of the turnbuckles on the old man. I'm here to honor the old man.
You want me to hold this one? I'm going to take this one. I just had it on that stuff.
Good morning, everyone. My name is John DeVivo. I'm the general manager here at Cannon Mountain Aerial Tramway and Ski Area and Franconia Notch State Park. Welcome to Franconia Notch. Thanks to all of you for joining us today as we honor the legacy of the Old Man of the Mountain, one of America's most iconic symbols. Thanks to all those elected officials in attendance today, in addition to our other fellow public servants, and of course to our members of the general public, all of whom have cherished the old man for generations. Always remember driving through the Notch on May 3rd and not being able to see anything because of the crummy weather here in the springtime. But I'll also never forget driving back through the Notch on May 4th after hearing about it on the radio. I looked up on that day, and I still look up every day, and I ask people every year, how many folks out there look up every single time they drive through the Notch? It's a very special place. It's a very special symbol. Some say the old man was just a pile of rocks, and my answer is that he was our pile of rocks. And he defined our tough New England character to the world for some 200 years. Like the old man himself, this Profiler Plaza fits the Notch because of its simple elegance. A lot's happened here in the park since May 3rd, 2003. Cannon Mountain is thriving again as a major player in New Hampshire skiing and snowboarding, and is the top revenue producer within the state park system. On June 28th, and you're all invited, on June 28th will mark the 75th anniversary of the original tramway launch in North America, right over at the aerial tramway. The Flume Gorge is thriving again, and having celebrated its 200-year anniversary in 2008, and is still the #1 net profit center in the entire state park system. Echo Lake Beach and Lafayette Campground are also thriving. The Notch and its surrounding environment are very healthy, and Franconia Notch State Park still provides over half of the revenue, the annual revenue of the entire state park system in New Hampshire. We welcome regularly roughly 750,000 visitors per year to what was ranked last summer in its 84th year as the second best state park in America out of over 6,000 state parks. We're pretty proud of that. We always look forward, we always move forward. We honor the old man's legacy every day by always moving forward, and we declare victory every day. That's what we're doing here today. So now, if you would, please welcome my good friend and the man who literally willed this Memorial Plaza to happen, Dick Hamilton.
Good morning, and welcome to Profile Plaza, home of the Old Man of the Mountain Memorial. I'm Dick Hamilton. I'm president of the Old Man Legacy Fund. 7 years ago, we entered into a contract, a memorandum of understanding, if you will, with the Department of Resources and Economic Development, which let a private group, or a 501c3 nonprofit, raise money for, design, construct, and place a memorial to the old man, because the legislature at the time refused to allow the state to do anything. What you see here today represents 5 years of fundraising and completion of this memorial. Thanks to many of you and special donors who purchased their granite pavers here today and the benches, we've been able to complete this project. Our partnership with John DeVivo and his team here in Franklin Arch State Park was crucial to our success. Many members of the Legacy Fund, I think, are here today, and if you are listening here to me, would you all raise your hand and wave so people can see who you are? Members of the Legacy Fund. Thank you. This plaza was funded completely by private donation. There's not a single dollar of federal or state appropriation in it, and we're very proud of that. Following the speakers, there'll be a moment of silence around noontime. We hope that you will reflect on the old man, and then we'll have a group photograph over in the plaza for everybody to please stand on your stone. If you know where it is, if you have a stone. If not, just stand there. Now we have members of the congressional delegation who are here today representing their particular congressmen and senators, and they have some letters and things to say. First off would be Brian Bresnahan for Congressman Annie Costa.
Good morning. Annie sends her greetings. She wished she could be here today, but it was impossible for her schedule. On April 30th, she entered a statement in the congressional record so that the rest of the country can know about how we feel about the old man of the mountain. In remembrance on the 10th anniversary of the collapse of the old man of the mountain, I rise today in remembrance on the 10th anniversary of the collapse of New Hampshire's iconic symbol, the Old Man of the Mountain, born in fire and sculpted by ice. The Old Man of the Mountain has long been recognized as a symbol of New Hampshire and its people. The Old Man of the Mountain was completed at the recession of the last ice age, sometime during the 8th millennium BC. The first recorded viewing was in 1805 by Francis Whitcomb and Luke Brooks, as they were surveying Franconia Notch. Niels Nielsen and his son David, longtime guardians of the old man, spent years protecting him from vandalism and keeping his fragile countenance secure to the mountain. The old mountain has had many honors, including his profile feature on a postage stamp and on New Hampshire's state quarter. Today at 11:30 in Franconia State Park, near where the old man clung to the mountain, people will gather in Profile Plaza on the shores of Profile Lake in remembrance of that day in May 10 years ago. We thank Dick Hamilton and the people of the Old Man of the Mountain Legacy Fund, a volunteer nonprofit group charged with creating a memorial to the old man. They built a fitting monument to this of 7 steel profilers, when viewed at a correct angle, allow viewers to see the profile as it appeared on the side of the mountain. The sale of more than 700 granite pavers inscribed with the names of donors helped to finance the construction of the plaza and the monument. While the old man of the mountain has succumbed to the ages and lies at the base of the mountain amongst the stones of his creation, I am reminded of why we honor him. In the words of Daniel Webster, men hang out their signs indicative of their respective trades. Shoemakers hang out a giant shoe, jewelers a monstrous watch, and the dentist hangs out a gold tooth. But up in the mountains of New Hampshire, God Almighty has hung out a sign to show that there he makes men. Thank you.
Thank you. Next would be Mike Scala from Senator Hale.
This is a letter from the Senator to Dick. Dear President Hamilton and members of the volunteers of the Old Man of the Mountain Legacy Fund. On this day 10 years ago, the state of New Hampshire lost its most iconic and beloved landmark. Jutting from the cliffs above the pristine waters of Profile Lake, the Old Man of the Mountain was not just a wonder of nature, but a symbol of the citizenry as resolute and tough as the granite that made up his visage. The near completion of Profiler Park is a testament to the commitment of a small but exceptional group of individuals with a common goal. I commend the members of the Old Man of the Mountain Legacy Fund and their partners for creating a memorial that both honors and celebrates the remembrance of this revered symbol of New Hampshire. Thank you for the invitation to the ceremony. I join you in spirit. I commend the men and women of the Legacy Fund for their hard work and dedication to keeping the memory of the old man alive and well. Sincerely, Kelly Ayotte, United States Senate.
Thank you. Next, Chuck Henderson, for Senator Jean Shaheen.
Thank you, Dick. I bring greetings from Senator Jean Shaheen. Dear friends, thank you for inviting me to the 10th anniversary tribute of the Old Man of the Mountain. Although I can't be with you today, I remember the sense of loss we all felt when we heard the news that the old man had fallen. He was a unique symbol of rugged character, cherished by tourists and residents alike. This visage was not chiseled by man in his own image, but left as a gift by accident of active frost wedging and the relentless tug of gravity. These natural forces were subdued for a century by the devoted caretakers of the old man, notably Niels Nielsen and his son David. But the balance that held these massive features in place was precarious at best. In the 10 years since gravity took its ultimate toll on the old man, New Hampshire has been fortunate that Dick Hamilton, a relatively young man, has worked tirelessly to make sure this important image lives on. The memorial you see here with the 7 profilers is a result of the undaunted efforts of friends of the old man and supporters of the Legacy Fund. The growing popularity of the Profiler Plaza is public validation of the project's vision and an elegant way for the profile to live on. I want to thank Dick and all those who have worked together for these 10 years to properly honor the Old Man of the Mountain at this time and for all time. Sincerely, Jean Shaheen, United States Senator.
Thank you, Chuck. And now, our own state senator, Jeff Woodburn, with the Governor and Council.
Thank you, Dick, and guests. I want to particularly point out we have Commissioner of Department of Resources Economic Development, Jeff Rose, and also the Director of Parks, Phil Bryce, who's with us here. Thank you for all you do. I have the honor of representing the North Country, which is 27% of the land mass, 58 communities, and a place that is very different than the rest of New Hampshire. Living in the North Country is often like a country western song. It's a tough place to live. It's a great place to live. It's hard to make a living, but we all are inspired by our natural beauty and what we all see around us today. And the Old Man of the Mountain represented that spirit, that toughness, but also that tenderness. There's a powerful sense of place in the North Country because we're connected to the land that defines us and it humbles us. We try to live among these mountains in this rugged land. It's not always easy. But it also makes us tough. Not in the classic sense of being better or competitive or stronger than someone else, but being tough in a way that makes you tender, sympathetic, understanding. We know how to take a hit, We know how to get back up. We know how to love and care for our neighbor when they're in need. And I think the old man of the mountain always represented that to me and to our people. And while it's gone, we have to look for other places in our environment to be inspired. They're all still there, and that spirit still lives within our people. I'm honored to represent the governor, the governor's council, but particularly Councilor Ray Burton, who is an institution, an icon in the North Country, who can't be with us today. The state of New Hampshire, Her Excellency Margaret Wood Hassan, Governor, a proclamation. Old Man of the Mountain Remembrance Day, May 3rd, 2013. Whereas the Old Man of the Mountain was discovered on the site of Cannon Mountain in 1805, and whereas Nathaniel Hawthorne made the Old Man of the Mountain famous with his book, The Great Stone Face, in 1850, and whereas the Old Man of the Mountain was declared the New Hampshire state symbol in 1947, and whereas millions of people from all over the world came to New Hampshire to view the Old Man of the Mountain, and whereas the Old Man of the Mountain was an important attraction for tourism as well as a beloved icon and source of pride for the people of New Hampshire, and whereas the collapse of the Old Man of the Mountain occurred on May 3, 2003, on the 10th anniversary of the collapse, there will be a moment of silence to reflect upon the symbolism of the Old Man of the Mountain and all of the ideals that his profile represented. Now, therefore, I, Margaret Wood Hassan, Governor of the State of New Hampshire, and the Executive Council hereby proclaim May 3rd, 2013 as the Old Man of the Mountain Remembrance Day in the state of New Hampshire, given at the Executive Council chambers on the first day of May on the year of our Lord 2013 in the independence of the United States of America 237. Maggie Hassan, Governor, Ray Burton, Executive Counselor. Thank you very much.
We also miss Ray and wish him good luck and good health and have him at our next meeting. Now, if you would join me for a minute of silence and reverence to the Old Man of the Mountain and how he, maybe how you remember him and what he meant to you. Thank you. Please join us now over on the plaza for an anniversary picture of all the folks that are here today on the 10th anniversary.
The Profile House and Gift Shop right above us at the Lakeshore area.